Going? It's Danny with Elite Auto Electric. Now, I am currently working on a 2015 Chevy Impala 2.5 four-cylinder engine. Now, the customer brought it to me because it had a parasitic draw. Now, this customer already replaced a bunch of stuff, alternator, the battery, as you can tell. He was going to replace the starter, which was like 200 bucks. He replaced a couple of things already, and just going along with what people would tell him, or took it to a shop and did that. Now on this one, as you can tell, it has a pretty high current draw that overnight the battery would die. Now I have currently connected my amp clamps to a wire that I made. Sorry, I apologize. Because it has a fuse and one of these. Now I can't wrap my amp clamp around that, so I removed it. Of course, it's not recommended because for shorter or whatnot. But I took precaution and was able to, you know, do this without having any issues. Now I already found the issue, but I saved you time to be able to, go through the process and be able to take out each fuse individually until you have, less of maybe a point or a 50 millivolt or less drop on it. Currently, it's draining, sucking the battery power. Sorry, excuse me. Now I was able to pull out all the fuses. Nothing changed on my Zeus scanner, and I have the pico scope, as you can tell. Just wanted to get an exact reading, see if I was still getting the same reading for both. Now I was able to get all the fuses out, disconnect the power cable, and this one I was able to eliminate any source of power drainage from here. I went into the cabin and the fuse box inside, and I was able to rule that one out too as well. Now in this car, newer cars usually have one of these, which is another, like a battery fuse holder. Now I took this one off, like I said, took the 60 amp, the another 60, the 80, and then when I got to the 175 amp, that's where I saw that my voltage would go back to normal. Now on here, I was able to determine that from the voltage drop going back to normal on my Zeus. Now here I was able to pull up the wiring diagram and find out what exactly powered that fuse 175. Now this car is equipped with a battery power, which is supplied to this railing right here, and you have number one or option number two, and this one does have an auto start mode, which as you can tell, you have the fuse for 175 amp to your auxiliary battery, and then that powers this dual control module. Now on here I was able to remove the battery. Here, let me make that. And then as soon as I did that, my voltage went back down where it's supposed to be, 50 or less. If I connect it back, then it's gonna spike up again. So I went back and I've looked for the auxiliary battery, which is in the rear of the car, and let me set up and I'll bring you back here. Alright, so back here, your auxiliary battery just sits in there. It's a little battery. So what I was able to determine was take this battery positive out, the negative cable out, and see if the voltage drops, which obviously it does. If I connect it, sorry guys, it jumps right back up. Now I also disconnected to make sure that the battery was not anything else was the issue. So what I did is I actually brought my jumper, connected my negative. As you can tell, it's on. It's reading 13 volts, 13.3. And I noticed that my battery consumption was not spiking up, which is still at normal. So problem with this is that the auxiliary battery is actually shorted out, or something inside is causing that parasitic draw to happen overnight. So there you guys have it. It took me about a day to figure it out, or less. I just had to pause between moments. I had, customers coming in and be able to diagnose it, but there you are. Sitting normal, everything's functioning good. Another happy customer. So, sorry. So there you have it. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit a like. Follow me if you are not, and call me for any quotes. I am mobile. I travel around the valley from Phoenix, so don't hesitate. Give me a call. Thank you.